So welcome to Hemel Hempstead, and look what we spotted in the background, the most amazing mosaic. We're stood in the middle of a roundabout to get the shot.
Getting some funny looks.
I know, but we thought it was too cool. So we're here to Thrift in Hemel Hempstead. This whole street is full of charity shops, so come thrift with us and see what bargains we can find. Okay, so let's have a look in cancer research. And as soon as I walk in the door, what have I found but this fabulous pot? Look at that, how cool is that? I love the glaze on it. Correctly identified, but only $3.50, so that's the first purchase of the day. What I actually was looking at really was that. Initially, which is Studio Pottery, that's nice. With a great big signature on the bottom. But I don't know if I like the colour really.
No, I'm not
£4.
sure.
We'll have a think about that one, but we'll definitely have that one. So also, just on the next shelf, this really cool little German jug. There's his little numbers. Perhaps a
colour,
bit kind of fancy for us maybe,
yeah,
but quite nice. And how much was he? Can't remember. £2, so not bad at all. Whether he's worth picking up, I'm not sure.
Whoops.
It's because there's nothing in it. Oh,
Everything's going down.
because there's nothing in it, it's tipped over. So for £1, look at this cute little owl.
He has to be related to our chicken that we sold.
He must be. And we
love
picked up a few owl bits, didn't we, the other day in Wales?
He's very twitch-true.
And he'll sit in there just fine. There's something cool. He's lost his chimney, but there's something cool about these little old wooden decorations, isn't there? You can just tell they might only be 80s or something, but I remember these when I was a little boy, this kind of thing on the Christmas tree. Like the little manger and things like
That's
that.
cute, isn't it?
Christmas baubles, 2 for £1. Let's have a look through.
I'm coming round.
First 2 selected. This is someone's whole little box of, look at the little beard on that one. And the little hat is so cute.
Quite good for Willie as well, because they're
Yeah,
wooden.
true, that's true. Little
We'll
drummer
decorate
boy.
him up for Christmas.
I'll pick all the possibles out. So I love these big trees. I think they're really cool. So we've got a
they're
green
lovely,
one and a
aren't they?
plain one, natural. A little archway, rocking horse, little manger, assorted drummer boys, but I quite like the Father Christmas.
Yeah, he's very cute.
Sounds like my son.
They're lovely, aren't they? Everyone's getting in the festive spirit.
Well, not long now.
My daughter's just sent me a text. I knit,
Oh, right.
and she just sent me a text. Can I knit 8 Christmas puddings?
Oh, can
I
you?
said, "What,
Can you?
yeah. So I said, stop. She said, no, Mum, big enough to put chocolate orange in. She said, I
Oh,
want
so
to give
quite
each
big.
of them a chocolate orange that looks like a Christmas tree.
Oh, wow.
Best you get started. Let's have a look.
Oh, can we have a look at yours on?
Oh, so you knit the clowns and things. Oh, cool.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? How long would something like that take you to
That
make?
takes me about a fortnight.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You have to knit every piece separately and then join them all.
And then join them all together. Wow. So you've got an order for 8 Christmas puddings.
the
you said?
gardener.
Oh, yeah.
He's been immortalised in wool.
Okay, so I think we've made our selection. So Terry likes the little angel. We found this little one who's like a little ice skater with his hat on. Quite fun, a nice little face
Lovely
look.
face.
And then we're going to go with those because they're 2 for £1, so we need 6 if we're going to do anything at all rather than 5.
Final decision.
Final decision.
Done.
And of course, the West German pot and the little owl. So we go from one extreme to the other. Rover's Return teapot from Coronation Street, the soap opera, and these cool shoes, like with only a size 4. So they're too
Nice
small for us,
condition.
but really cool, aren't they? With their stars and stripes. So not a bad little pickup. Okay, so the weather is against us here in Hemel Hempstead, but he's not bothered. And look what's inside him now, all my little Christmas decorations. Now they have no value really, but they just remind me of my childhood. So they're going to go, I think, on my Christmas tree. Right, so I think there's another charity shop very close, so let's go and find it. So let's take a look in the National Animal Welfare Trust, a new one on us, but it's dry inside, so let's go in. It's rather nice, isn't it? Just caught my eye. An unusual piece really, because it's got this kind of matte, and then Carré d'Homme. So it's obviously more modern.
Modern, yeah.
Maybe Irish. And I wonder if that's also... It's like a witch's cauldron. It's obviously come off a few times, the handle, I think, because it's slightly daubed up with glue. But quite an interesting, is it like cherry blossom or something?
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure. Not seen anything quite like that before. Interesting little studio pottery piece, look.
It's like crazy paving.
Yeah,
pottery.
it is a bit like crazy paving, £4.95. So I think that's a bit much really for us, but quite interesting. Lots of things in here. Oh, look, Terry. Another watering can.
No, I prefer mine.
It's funny, in that video we picked 2 watering cans up in the same day.
And I absolutely love the West German one.
Everyone did.
I'm in love with it. So they're modern, aren't they?
That's
But they're
quite
quite
that is
interesting.
modern. Yeah, no markings underneath. Just a modern piece. £9.95, but a real amazing lava glaze actually. And that's obviously modern. But there's so many things to look at in here. Look at this, that's beautiful. Almost a bit like Capodimonte or something. For £3.95.
So fine. No one's snapped a petal off yet.
Not yet. Let's have a look down the bottom. Oh,
Oh, we've seen it at
we
the same
spotted it at
time.
the same time.
Oh,
Well, what do we think of this, everybody?
well, it's fun, isn't it?
Is it eyes?
I
Or
think
is
it's
it boobs?
I think it's a booby pot. I like it though.
£2.95 from Plant One. Was £12 originally.
Oh, that's great.
Great
Anyone
with
who
that
wants
cool
that,
planting.
come and grab it off the shelves.
Oh, there's more.
More. Oh, different colours.
There's a lilac one, and also a bum.
Little bottom. I spotted this little corduroy.
Wow, that's so cool. I love
Nice
the colour.
colour, isn't it? Well,
Yeah,
funny enough, it just matches what I've got on today.
yeah, I
but
like it.
I don't know what it'll be like over the top of this big jumper. And bear with me while I get the buttons.
This
on
is a
there.
test of how nimble your fingers are. It's like going and buying new clothes where everything's buttoned up. It drives me crazy. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, nice. I'll have to find a mirror. Is it that?
It looks really cool. I like the colour. It's kind of like a corally.
It's an unusual colour, actually.
Work it, work
It's in
it,
nice condition.
work it. There you go. Cool.
Not catwalk ready this morning yet. I'll
Maybe
get a look
not.
in the mirror.
Okay,
That's good.
let's get it bagged up and on to the next one.
We quite like thrifting clothes now. We've got more and more into it. We keep
Yeah.
looking for clothes. It's easy to pass the clothes by, but now we're deciding that actually there's some really good buys. And for £1.95, and it's repurposing all these clothes. There's so many clothes. So
Saves them going to landfill and everything, doesn't it? So it's good.
perfect.
So, Terry,
Well,
just as we were heading to the checkout,
I found a little belt, £1.45, and it's obviously a lady's belt, but I love this sort of Hessian fabric, and I love the little wooden buckle, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love the
probably
little wooden
buckle.
buckle and this Hessian belt because
and it's stretchy.
it's stretchy. And I've been looking for a belt for a long time.
That'll go lovely with that maxi dress.
Well, I've been watching people, guys, and looking at fashions, and because they sort of just mix things up now, it's quite
Well,
androgynous.
everything's
So-
unisexy now, really, isn't it? Particularly things like belts.
Yeah, what does it matter? It reminds me of the bangles we buy with the wooden, all the little wooden bangles. And if I can
Let's
get
have a look at this little belt then. Goes nice with you.
try not to lift my top up.
I was
too
going to say I don't want to get a flash of the tum. Okay, so that was a good little stop, mainly for your fashion, Terry. We've got you a whole new outfit almost. We just need some trousers. So I'm just looking on my map to see where the next one is. I think if we just carry on, we'll come across quite a few. So let's go this way.
So I'm just hopping on because just to let you know that our microphones malfunctioned this morning, so we have none. So sorry about any problems with the sound. And so before anyone says we can't hear you or we're trying to speak loud, well, I've just been told I'm mumbling in the last shop. So
I said speak up,
I'm
Terry,
going to have
speak
to
up.
get a bit louder with this. So,
So if it's a bit like... you'll notice microphones are off, so it's just whatever we pick up.
But like buses going by and all of that.
Look at this
so-
in the background. I love that shape of concrete. We're kind of walking into a shopping centre which has got that kind of 70s, 60s, 70s vibe about it.
Yeah, it's
So
cool, the
there's
building. Look at
certain
that.
little snippets of cool architecture amongst it all. So if you look hard enough. So let's take a look in the British Heart. So look at this amazing limited edition lino cut. So we're in the mood of lino cuts after Terry made our amazing Finds bag print, and this one is called High Tide by Polly Warren. The frame is a bit rough. I think it's probably just from IKEA or something, the frame. So look at this amazing limited edition lino cut. So we're in the mood of lino cuts after Terry made our amazing Finds bag print, and this one is called High Tide by Polly Warren. The frame is a bit rough. I think it's probably just from IKEA or something, the frame. So it's £3. Do we think it's worth picking that one up? I'm not sure it's worth trying to find a frame to fit it. And I mean, it's a nice thing, maybe not the finest thing, but look at this cool unit. It's just veneer chipboards. It's not the finest thing, but for £20, if you want this kind of look in your house for very little money, little glass shelf, in really good condition. See, it's got like plastic drawer lines and things. So it's not an expensive piece, but it is Shriver, which is a good make, who do fitted furniture. Well, certainly did. I don't know if they still do. So for £20, it's quite cool, isn't it? Okay, well, nothing in there today. The lino print was really cool, but maybe not cool enough. And when you have to do work to stuff, get new lampshades on it, new frames, you either don't get round to it, you can't find the right size. So you end up holding on to it for months. So I think we'll leave it for that reason. But yeah, on to the next one. Okay, so let's have a look in the Keech Hospice shop before we get absolutely drenched. Look at this amazing painted glass.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
That's been someone's pride and joy, like for a £5. I would imagine it's quite tricky to paint on glass, but I'm sure if you do it every day, you do it without thinking. I think that's vintage IKEA, possibly, the little orange bud vases. Anything else, Tom? Anything else? So that's a lovely design, isn't it? With blues and greens and purples.
They're a little bit William Morris, aren't
We like a bit of midwinter. Yeah, they are a bit William Morris. Unfortunately, as beautiful as it is, the saucers are lovely too. And this little dish, there's only 2 cups and saucers. And this little sugar bowl, but it's a beautiful design.
Beautiful, aren't they? Yeah.
And not much money. I think probably they're selling it as the set. £6.50 for the 5 pieces, so not bad really if you were just buying for yourself, but maybe we need a few more items. Someone said actually the other day you need to collect things, and I said if we have more space, more time, we could gradually piece together things. The problem is there's so many midwinter designs, so many Denby designs, you'd have to really specialise, then it's hard to find them. So what about a little cottage teapot, Terry? Now I looked at this and thought it looks like a Silvac kind of glaze for £4. So let's see who it is. Reduced down to £4. So Price Brothers, Ye Oldie Cottage, made in England. Cottage wear. It's quite fun, isn't it? Maybe 40s, 50s, I'm not sure. A bit older, I think, than our period, but quite nice.
Beautiful design, nice colour.
Yeah, I like that kind of turquoisey colour. They're quite nice as well. Blue Harmony wear from Barrett's. Don't see lots of Barrett's on our travels, but it's quite a nice design. I'm not sure what to do. Do we just make a run for it? Or do we wait? We're against the clock because we've parked and we've only got about an hour left. But there's a couple more really close. I think we just have to go for it. Come on. If I stick close to the shops, and I shouldn't get too wet.
Oh no.
The things you have to do to thrift, and it actually reminds me of shifting the thrift, which we will be doing tomorrow in High Wycombe, which is why we're in Hemel Hempstead, because it's quite close to High Wycombe. And if it rains like this when we're shifting the thrift on the telly, it's gonna be a nightmare. We need to look stylish, but also not look wet through. So anyway, I think there's another one just along the way.
And Tom doesn't have the hair to worry about either.
I just do this, and it's okay.
We'll take a little flannel for you.
A microfiber cloth is what I need. I've spotted a hospice shop over there, so let's run through this fountain. Come on. So Terry's been frolicking in the fountain and it's got a little bit wet. But look what I've spotted. Now when I first met Terry, this was his biggest desire, this Alessi lemon squeezer, because they had it on the set of Absolutely Fabulous. And he said I would love one. So I think I bought you one.
I think you bought it as a present, yeah, when I had a new kitchen at an old
like
house.
That. Yeah, so this one is £60. So I don't know what they are new now, but I'm not sure. I feel like
No
I might
idea.
have spent £60 at the time, which is astronomical for a lemon squeezer, but that's love for you. So
And you don't even use it, it's only a show.
It's just
It's like
for
the show
display.
tea towel, it's just for display.
we still have it on display in Spain, so it's cool, isn't it? There's some nice things in here. A little Wedgwood pot there at the back. Pot's not the right term for it, but like a footed mantle vase. And some vintage perfumes and things. Oh, another wig for me, look. It's the luxury collection.
It looks like a good one.
We'd match. She'll get it, so I'll match you. I'll slick it like that. We'd look like a little pair then. So I think we can get to the British Heart Foundation without getting too wet. Salvation Army's opposite, but I think that's risky. So let's go this way.
Oh, we're undercover.
It's only here, don't worry.
Oh,
Past the gym.
oh, doesn't everything just look horrible in the grey and wet as
Everything
well?
looks miserable in the wet.
Oh.
So we've been in the British Heart Foundation for furniture, and this is their regular charity shop. So let's have a look. So look what Terry's just spotted, a whole box of Denby. Not sure what this design is called, but there's the Denby stamp. So we've got a whole dinner service here. Teapot, sugar bowl, cups, casserole dish, all sorts going on. Even a little egg cup.
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
£25 for the whole set. I was just searching for the price and it's stuck on the box here, so £25 for that. It's not bad really. And if we really want to escape, we can buy one of these suitcases and just head to the sun. What do you think? Should we do it?
Today it sounds like a great
Let's
idea.
just go. Luton Airport's not far. So that's rather pretty. Little studio pottery piece with this lovely floral design. Nice little kind of scallop top. We're fighting the shadows today, sorry about that. But for £5, I think that's possibly a little bit too much for us to then buy and resell, don't you think?
Yeah.
Anything else you can spot, Terry? Little kind of golden retriever in a bag?
Maybe not.
Okay, so this is a Terry spot. He said, is this Costa Boda? And I said, it looks a bit Costa Boda, looks very Scandinavian. I've done a little research. It seems like it's called Ravenshead Flare. So we see a lot of Ravenshead glass. We've sold a lot of that in the past. But this is called Flare, and it's a candle holder. So you pop your candle in the middle. So there's two in really good condition. Sorry about the sellotape, but they're a set. They're selling them
young lads
£6 for the two. So I think we'll have those.
They're wonderful, aren't they? I love when you look through them, it literally looks like ice. You know, like the ice hotels and things. It's just
I'm not
such
sure
nice.
these are going to make their way to market. I think these might make their way to better in Spain. What do you think? Yeah, I think so.
We'll decide. We'll decide.
So I've now found an orangey shirt. This is obviously more summery, not for today because it's short sleeve, but this one, £8 from Zara, which is a high street European store, which I don't think you find them in America, but it's actually Spanish. Nice fabric.
Nice fabric, nice condition.
Give it the sniff. Yeah, it smells all right. Quite like that. Might get that.
So another overshirt. We're finding a lot of clothes here in Hemel Hempstead. This one might be too big. Look at my hair. I dread to think what it looks like.
You look fabulous. You look like you're on a mission.
Do I?
So let's have a look at this. It's maybe a bit big for you.
Might be a bit big, although the cuffs are actually undone, so that makes them fall down. Let me find a mirror and I'll have a look. I think it's a little bit too big for me. I'm not sure. And with this jumper,
You've got about 3 layers on it anyway, with that on top. It's nice though.
it's quite nice. But
Not as nice as this.
it's not as nice as the one I just bought.
True. Okay, we'll put it back. Okay, so the bag is getting quite full. It's still raining here in Hemel Hempstead, but we're going to rush over to the Salvation Army. So let's do it, quick. Oh, so that's cool. Look, 1971, so close, Terry.
Shame it's not
1975.
1975.
So that is Port Mary in A Year to Remember by Susan Williams Ellis. Only £2. It's in beautiful condition.
Beautiful
what a
design.
lovely design. It's on both sides as well, which is really cool. But not 1975, so we'll leave it.
For someone who was born in 1971.
Trying to find someone who likes it. Was born in 1971, likes black and gold. I mean, what do you think the chances of that are?
Slim.
Slim. Let's move on.
It's a lovely glass bowl there.
I've just been distracted by these because I think these might be West German. I'm going to research them because we found something similar. I forget where we were now. Maybe in
like a
Grantham. And I'm not sure what they used them for. I have a feeling they might have used them for pate, which obviously is not the greatest use in our eyes. But let's have a see if it's the same thing. Good old Google lens. A vintage glazed stoneware bowl. Maybe not. They might be Danish actually. Yeah, they are a pate dish, so I'm not sure I like the idea of that, but they're quite cool. And the fish bowl, which is what we originally spotted, or Terry did, for £4. It's rather nice. It's obviously got Japanese, Chinese kind of look to it.
They're more like koi, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's lovely. £4, I think. Do you love that one?
Don't love it. It's just nice, isn't it?
Possible. It's
Yeah,
possible.
possible.
There's lots
I
in
like
here,
this
so let's
glass.
keep looking.
I mean, it's just a big glass bowl, but it's just pretty special. It's lovely.
It's got that lovely circular design on, really heavy and chunky. And these kind of things are not much money now, are they? Oh, 17? No, it can't be 17.
Could be. You never know.
I wouldn't have thought so. So look at this old calculator. I can see someone in an accounts department going like this, adding up all the wages or something, and probably very modern at the time with this digital display. Plugs in, I think, so it's a proper, serious
Proper piece.
calculator. So
think
£10, quite cool.
I think we watched George. Is it George?
Yeah, so Retro Reselling sells a lot of vintage calculators, videos, all kinds of old electronics, and he said there's quite a market for it. This is also made in Japan, which is quite a good sign of a period, because I think a lot of things in the 70s, 80s were made in Japan, so that could be the date for that. But
How much
should we
is it?
diversify?
£10.
£10.
What do you think, George?
No reductions. Okay, so since we've been filming Shift the Thrift, the new programme, we've been looking at clothing, which we've never really done before. And look, this is a bit of vintage Farah. I wonder if somewhere there is a date on it. Let's have a look, because it's fascinating. It must be 80s. And then you think, is it worth picking up? It's got wool and alpaca in, so it's not something we would necessarily pick up. I'm surprised, actually. I thought it was all going to be polyester. But this kind of block shape is very 90s, 80s, 90s, but for $3.75, very cool.
Just see that with some of those big baggy trousers.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Because it's all coming back in the kind of 90s, year 2000, so that's a good little pickup. If we were on Shift for Thrift, we'd have probably grabbed it. But not today. Okay, so a fun little thrift today in Hemel Hempstead. Nothing in here today, but we've got a bag full of goodies, so we're really excited. Some really nice pieces and some clothing as well. So it's been fun, but the weather's against us. So
I think
let's
the
get back
weather's
to
too
Willie.
bad. Let's get back to the van and have a look at what we've got.
Yeah, come on.
Good. I think they've had a bit of flooding. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. We are soaked. Let's get in.
Let's get into Willie and do a little haul and have a cup of tea.
Ugh. Oh my goodness.
There are days when you think, what were we thinking? Not wearing a pack-a-mac and a
Didn't
umbrella.
take our umbrellas or anything. I mean,
I'm all steamed up.
and the water is literally running down my neck. I can feel it. I'm not very good at getting wet.
Come here.
Ugh, don't touch me. I hate things like this. Ugh. So yeah, I always love that quote. What is it? Some people just get miserable because of the rain or something, but some people just get wet and enjoy it. And I don't. I just want to embrace that, but I just can't.
What's the Barry Manilow? We made it through the rain. Almost.
Well, we did make it through the rain here in Hemel Hempstead. So we're going to move on to a more scenic spot. then we'll get in the back of Willie and get changed, get dried up, and have a look at what we bought, because I'd quite like to have a look at my clothes in a bit more detail.
I'll see if I can cheer him up, everybody.
Well, I'm still cheerful. It's just like a bit drippy.
Let's go.
Oh, so there is one thing that is actually really nice when it's so miserable outside, is getting back in the van, and it feels even cozier to have a little cup of tea, all cozy back in Willie. I mean, I've dried off a little bit. It was quite a rainstorm in the end.
It came down really heavy. We just got back. It was running down the street, so you will have seen some of the footage of the water. Anyway, I think we had a nice little quick thrift. We didn't have long. As I say, the weather was against us, but we got some cool things for us and to sell, and a mixture
maybe
of things.
to keep. Yeah, so yeah. I think the only thing I feel when it's wet and horrible is you realise you didn't really take in anything of the place. So you don't really get a feel of, you know, like Hemel Hempstead as a place. You just sort of whiz around. You don't really look up and things. So you don't really hang about. You just do what you need to do and get out. So that's the only thing, but we still found some great things, like you say. Let's have a...
Well, interestingly, we found the very centre of Hemel Hempstead, which was relatively functional in its design, like a lot of towns with the 1960s shopping centre. And then as we drove out, funnily enough, we saw lots of beautiful architecture,
quaint little
churches,
areas, yeah.
Lovely little streets, and in the surrounding villages as well. So yeah, like you say, you're kind of like dashing because you don't want to get wet, and then you miss out on lots of things. But we found some lovely kind of art pieces down the centre of that precinct, which we managed to get a little bit of footage of.
The fountains were really cool, and the rainbow with, I think that was Help for Heroes, or it was something to do with red poppies. And but again, you just couldn't really be standing out there checking it out. You just had to do it as a distance. I got a little shot of you just whizzing past it.
Exactly. So let's show you what we've been buying. We have had a bit of a disaster.
I was going to say, shall we start with a disaster?
So you will have seen us buy... You want to have that one?
I'll hold this one. This is the still whole, beautiful Raven's Head candle holder. Isn't it just gorgeous? I might even just turn the lights up. Let me do that. We're all cozy for our atmosphere, but it might be better with a bit more light for filming. So yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's it. Look at it catching the light. It's just beautiful. So
I think they called it Flame or Flare.
Flare,
I think. Flare from Raven's Head. So we've had Raven's Head siesta ware, the lovely glasses. We see it a lot. We see lots of trifle dishes, but I don't think we've ever seen these tea light candle holders.
When I first spotted it on the shelf, I thought, well, that has to be Costa Boda. It's just got that very thick and chunky. It says quality about the sort of glass and the feel of it. But it turned out to be Raven's Head, which that's cool in itself. So it's just beautiful. And I thought, well, I think these will be coming back, as Tom mentioned in the shop. I could see them on the mantelpiece in Beda, in our little house in Spain. So I thought we might be taking them with us. But
well, instead of taking 2 home, we now have
look at this.
3. So unfortunately, somehow, between the charity shop and now, this is broken into 2 bits. So Terry's thinking, could I stick it with glass glue? Advice, please. Some of you might have had to do this because it's a very clean break.
It's such a clean break. And so if we...
Don't cut your other finger. He cut his finger last night.
On a bean
tin of beans. He went, ah! And I went, what's happened? This is why I don't let him in the kitchen.
No.
So don't cut it
Even doing beans on toast, I still cut my finger. I won't show you. It's just...
don't keep messing around with it because it's making me anxious.
No, I'm staying away from the crack and the actual break. Yeah, I think they're going to go together really well, look. So for ourselves, once that's glued together and it's just sitting on the side with a lovely tea light candle.
The only question I have is if you then put a candle in it and it gets hot, is it going to bust open? So your advice, if you've glued glass together with a specialist glue, does it work? Does it last? Maybe comment below, because that's the only thing I was thinking. If it gets hot,
that's true.
It might go.
which is nothing to lose. It's already,
Well, obviously, but it's just a health and safety
yeah, well,
situation.
we'll
So
see.
anyway, so that's a
that
real
is a
shame.
shame. And the other thing of it is just that it's made it this long. You know, it's been in someone's house, maybe a few people's houses, to the charity shop. We've purchased it, it's been in our bag, and that's its lot. So
Yeah,
that's the shame of it as
Who
well.
takes the blame?
You, because you were carrying it. And you didn't keep a close eye on the lady in the store who should have put some tissue between the two. We'll
Anyway,
let her off. We'll let her off.
We'll go from a very negative, well, a half negative, to a very big positive. Now, you know we love West German. This is a relatively simple, straightforward example of a plant pot, and they've even marked it up as West German. You'll see underneath you've got the markings and the numbers, but it's only $3.50. So we thought, well, this can add to our collection. We're actually going to take a few back to Spain, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because we keep trying to find plant pots in garden centres, and you end up with very plain terracotta.
For much more than £3.50.
Absolutely. So we bought the lovely one a few weeks ago with the lovely geometric kind of pattern on. That's going back. This one will probably go back,
And the
and
one
a
we've
few
had at
others.
the markets, there's a lovely sort of white one with a band around with sort of blues, and it's just got little squares all around, which I've been covetous of that. Each time I've thought, oh, I hope someone don't buy that, and they haven't.
No, so we'll maybe go through our stock and take a few things back to Spain. So that was great for $3.50, and in the same shop, we couldn't resist him. What do you think? Tweet-woo!
He's so cute. I love it. We've seen lots of this wickerware in shapes of animals. We had the chicken that we sold before, and we did see a lovely, did we see a swan or some? We definitely spotted another piece, and it was just a little too much for us, the cost, you know, to buy and then sell on. So
Well,
we did leave
they're
it
quite
behind.
valuable. When you see people trying to sell them online, they try, and I don't know whether they actually sell, but they try and sell them for quite a lot. So that chicken we sold for about 12, if you remember that. It's quite a long time ago now. It was quite big. And I think someone was trying to sell it for 40 or 50 online. This was only £1. So we just thought, just for fun. I mean, look at the eyes and the little beak. How could you resist him? So he was nice. We liked him, didn't we? And then I'll show you one more thing, then you can show the clothes if you like. How about that?
Yeah, whatever.
Now, you know me and Christmas decorations, don't you? I love them. It's my obsession, and I've been collecting Christmas decorations since I first had my flat, so about 25 years ago. Now, as I said, as we left the shop, these don't have particular value. They just remind me of like childhood. And these little Christmas trees particularly, I've not actually seen those before.
No.
And because they're a nice size, these other pieces I'm going to show you now are a bit more standard, but really do remind me of childhood. You remember these on your Christmas tree when you were growing up? Just relatively inexpensive. They'd come in packs with like 10 in each pack or something. So we've got the angel and the little manger, which is really lovely actually. And they're usually made with wood, hand painted. So those two are nice. They were 50p each, so
Nothing lost.
nothing lost. And I'm just going to hang them on my tree anyway.
And until we go back,
Look
we
at
can
this
keep them in
gorgeous
here.
little skater, isn't he cool? So he's really sweet. And then, of course, it has to be done. Oh, he's not got a little
No,
hanger.
it's not got a hanger.
So we'll have to pop a little hanger on the Father Christmas. But he's got a lovely little beard. Look at his little feet just poking out. So they were just a bit of fun, just for me, to add to my little vintage Christmas decoration collection. And so inexpensive. And then we've kind of got a bit more into clothes,
We
haven't we?
have. I think working on the programme really, because our contestants, yours in particular, have been looking at clothes.
They go straight to the clothes, and we go straight to the bric-a-brac and homewares usually, don't we? So
We do think the men's clothes are a
Dull.
little bit dull,
dull.
because generally most men do wear their clothes out. I think they just wear them. They go from sort of best, probably not very long in best, wear them to do climb under a car, do some
Jobs,
mechanical
gardening.
works or gardening. Wife tells them off, look what you've done with those lovely new trousers that you've only worn once. And then they wear them to do more and more jobs and DIY.
And the
So
wife
they're
then goes,
absolutely-
what on earth are you wearing? Get that shirt off and put it in the bin and all of
So
that.
it's absolutely threadbare. And I think that's why the men's clothes just don't, they're not like,
Well,
they just don't refresh their fashion as often.
I think they start off more dull anyway, because I think a lot of men just wear beige and jeans and beige
Well, yeah.
slacks, and it's a
Well,
well,
we walk through
certainly from
stores.
what we find.
When we
anyway.
walk through stores, we often say men's is always upstairs. So you always have to go through the ladies' department, whether that's in Zara, House of Fraser, wherever you are. And as soon as you walk through, we always say, wow, the women's clothes are all colourful. There's all these bright colours, oranges and pinks and sparkles, and you get to the men's section, it's just beige, black, grey, cream. So
Practical.
So it is practical. So I think what we found today, we're rambling on.
None of those things.
No. So I think this first sort of overshirt that you actually spotted for me, which is only from ASOS.
Oh, bless you.
Excuse me. Wow.
I think we've both picked up a little
A little
bit
bit
of
of
a
a
cold.
cold, which is not good.
We're trying to shake this off because tomorrow we're going to be filming our final day of the Shift the Thrift program. So we want to be all sparkly and bright, don't we?
We do. I don't know, I can't really show this in a nice way, just holding it up.
We were going to do a fashion show, but the weather's so terrible, we can't even have the door open or anything.
No.
Could you parade up and down this little lay-by where we're
It's not going to look like anything holding this up like that. But
look at the fabric. I think the fabric is
the fabric, the
what
colour.
attracted me.
Beautiful, this lovely coral, between sort of coral and orange, very autumnal. So that's an overshirt for me.
And I think it was like $4.95.
Yeah, I think it was.
Something like that.
$4.95. Yeah, so that's good.
That's also yours.
This is also mine. The little belt, which is just cute. I just like it. I love the little buckle, just with this wooden little feature on it. I think, you know, it's so plain. I mean, who says that's ladies or men's? And I mean, all the belts I've looked at again have been so dull. Just regular belts. And I thought, well, this is nice. And I've also
Where's that from? It's Primark.
I wasn't going to say that.
Oh,
He's given it away. I thought, well, it's not really a find if it's Primark, but
there's nothing wrong with it. Clothes from anywhere if you like
If
them.
you like
That's
it.
my motto.
it's stretchy, so if I put on a bit of Christmas weight, it'll still fit.
You never know.
You
It
never
never
know.
happens. He's been the same weight for 25 years. I mean, how sickening is that?
I'd like to put on about half a stone, by the way. So,
What a problem to have.
well, as I've got to 50, I can tell all the fullness of my face is going, so a bit more weight would do some good.
Well, we're
I think.
leading up to Christmas, so you just need to eat more.
Eat more mince pies and things. So yeah, that's really cool. I really like this. And again, whether we cut it out, because we can't keep mentioning people, but I was watching Freddie Laws on his fashion Instagram page, and he was wearing some really cool belts. They had serpents on, and so since seeing that, it's funny how you just watch other people's channels and you do get inspiration. You think, oh yeah, well, maybe I could wear one of those belts and things. So I think that's from watching his channel, that's made me think, oh, I'll look at the belts. And sure enough, I found one. It's not quite as fancy as a gold serpent and things, but
No.
I
So
might
just
find
to give a
one.
little bit of context, Freddie is my friend's son. He's probably about 22, 23, something like that. And he has a really popular Instagram account where he does these get ready with me videos, and he's a model. He's always like flying off somewhere to model clothes, and he likes going around charity shops and putting together quite unusual looks, really. So yeah, check out his Instagram. I'll pop it down the bottom. It's just fun. He often is modeling with his cat and things. It's just like,
And his mum.
and Marnie, she often gets in on the act. They were in a video together the other day, I spotted, heading off somewhere. So yeah,
Marnie's a very cool and quirky looking lady as well.
Yeah,
Cool
very
hair.
fashionable, very
Always
cool.
has been. So,
Yeah.
and always liked the vintage look. So it's obviously passed on to her son.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice. And just seeing how someone else thinks, oh, you could put those things together. You think, oh, well, I might not put them together. But you see it. It does help when you're a model. And
he
young
says
and-
like, stay steady. That's his catchphrase.
So yeah,
So check him out.
check out that.
Am I showing this or do you want to show
No,
them?
you can show that. It's yours.
Now, I love a bit of orange, as you know, and this has got a lovely, like waffly texture to it. It's only from Zara, so just high street again. So you see Zara all across Europe and in the UK. It's a Spanish company. I paid up a little for this. It's £8, but because it was for me, I didn't mind too much. Because if you bought that in Zara, it'd be £40 or
Yeah, I should
probably.
think so.
So if we weren't planning on reselling any of these clothes, so you just bought it for yourself. And I think that's what you realise when you find these clothes. Actually, I was thrifting the other day because I'm in a theatre show, Titanic. I think you might have seen me mention that. And I was looking for a white shirt, just a dress shirt, black trousers, dress trousers. And I thought, well, I haven't got any of those because once we moved into the camper van, I thought, well, I'm not going to need those. So I thought I'm going to try and thrift them. I didn't film it because it was a quick little last minute thing and I was on my own. And I thought, I can't film myself trying to try on trousers and a shirt.
And it was quite boring, a black
It was quite
trousers,
boring.
white shirt. But
But yeah, I picked them up for like £3, £3.50 each. Whereas if you bought them new in a store on the high street, a shirt probably nowadays is £20, £25. It had lovely cuffs that you put a cuff link in, like a turn back cuff, and You know, really nice. I think it was Jaeger actually, or the trousers were Jaeger. So really nice made.
quality.
And with anything like that, they never get used hardly ever, do they?
No,
These dress
you
things.
could see they hadn't really been
Yeah.
used. And
So
we'll
I
get a
got-
picture in the future. We'll put a picture of. We'll have to show Tom in this Titanic outfit.
Well, and the thing was, they did fit, but you know, well enough for a theatre show. And I thought, well, if the trousers are a bit tight, I'll just snip them at the back with some scissors and things like that. Because on the stage, you only really see you from the front. You've got a jacket. Well, do you remember? Do you remember? I did a show about 3 or 4 years ago, and I needed some cream trousers, and I thought, can I find any cream trousers? And so what I had to do was slit them down the back and put a panel in, and the panel was huge. So my mum
You didn't just think I'll just have a little quick diet.
No. My mum had to piece them in with some fabric which didn't match at all. It was the same
It was like a
kind
tea
of.
towel.
It was some old curtain fabric. Anyway, it did the job because you only really see yourself from the front. So anyway, so we've kind of started to think, let's look at the clothes. So we're really pleased with what we've thrifted today. A bit of the old favourites, the West German, a bit of the glass, and also a few clothes. So if you've enjoyed us thrifting in Hemel Hempstead, then what should they do, Tel?
Well, you should definitely like and subscribe. And if you want to see something similar, click here, somewhere in the middle. And you do the like and subscribe
You can
down
subscribe
a bit as well.
down
I
as
should
well.
have done that afterwards. So yeah, like and subscribe down here.
And also, you can hype the videos now,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is a new thing on YouTube. So I don't exactly know how it works. I think you just press hype, and then it must push it out to more people. So if you like our videos, you want to hype it,
Go for it.
comment. We'd love to hear from you. So we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye for now.